Hello, good morning, everybody. Hope you are well. Welcome to the channel. This is not a live test. This is just a chat about the group threes. As I want to do a little podcast, a little chat like you do. You know what I mean? So yeah, thought we'll have a little race running in the background while we have a little chat. I am DK10 Gaming, formerly known as DMK Dominator 3. This is one of the races that we ran last week, actually, in Monza. Which saw the introduction of Quack 23, who had a good race on his debut, taking 2 second places, but then got demoted to 6th for running out of fuel. Some say my league rules are pretty weird, not been done before, never been seen before, never even heard of before, but that's how I like it. Keeps it interesting and real. I am one part owner of the DMKRC. It's not run just by me. We run this all together. Everybody has a say in the league. Every member of the DMKRC get a say. Even the drivers themselves can put ideas forward, get involved. This is not just run and gone, this is what you're running this week. Everybody's involved in the DMKRC. Don't like to leave no one out. In my leagues, all the top 3 finishers of the season win trophies. Not just the winner. Second gets a trophy, third gets a trophy. As was last season, as Duskiver and Chalk had a fight for second place on the podium, did they not? Fantastic season it was too. And they're doing the same again this season. As you see there, Alda, championship contender, season 1 champion, who had a notorious fight, and I will say notorious fight, with Martin JL09. That went down to Spa, but we was aiming for it to go to Catalonia last race of the season, but overtaken with a time penalty cost him. Had it all to do at Catalonia, but wasn't enough, unfortunately. Missed out by a couple of points. But I do reckon Aldo's new rival this season, as I say, we've just done Monza and the tables are up. I've got the tables up now, and Aldo at the moment is 25 points clear of Duskiver, sitting on 184 points, and Duskiver is on 159 points, and not too far behind him is Chalky 12, DMK Chalky 12 on 133 points. Myself, DMK DK10, took 2 fastest laps in this race in the Lexus, which was a juggernaut to drive around. I was absolutely, when we first drove that car around Yamagiyo, Miami, opening race of the season, the car was on rails. Absolutely loved it. But last couple of races, can't find my feet, can't gel with it. But Aldo in his Aston Martin, absolutely cruising. And the Ford GT40 of Duskiver as well is it's got the legs over everything, I would say. Chalk there, you see running wide. Chalk there in the Beetle that I ran last season. It's nice to see a mixture of cars in the Group 3s. As I said, my rules are different. You can't run the cars you've run before. So the Lexus for me was a outside shot, as was the Ford GT40 for Duskiver. But back to the point, and Bobby Dazzler, where is he? Sitting in 5th place just behind me. He's on 106 points this season. And due to Quack 23 being demoted from 2nd, that promoted Dazzler is season best finish. Well, I say season best finish. His best season finish in 2 seasons. His previous best was 4th. That promotes him to 3rd on the step. Last spot on the podium, did it not, in this race? So congratulations to Bobby Dazzler. And then Marshall 2012 is 6th on 83 points. Ricky J is in 7th, who is racing in this one. He's just in 7th place. In the Scooby, sitting in 7th place. He's on 50 points. Obviously, he joined a little later than us. Redwood Racing is in 9th on 44. HBC Peter Lena is on 44 points as well. Joint 9th even. Quack 23 on his debut moves himself up to 11th on 36 points. Jay Enio is in 12th on 34 points. And TRG Tate did a race with us. He's on 24 points in 13th. And Danny Ogston AFC is on 21 points. And DMK Skyver, he does all our tables for us. Fantastic job too. Gets the race photo, puts it in the background, lays a table on top. Looks absolutely terrific. And the official sponsor for the DMK boys this season, and hopefully for the foreseeable, I'm hoping, once we talk to the DM5 owner, is DM5 Vinyl Designs. The only place to go and get all your merchandise from. But DMK just started selling merchandise, which is produced by DM5 Vinyl Designs. So yes, it's certainly opening up. I mean, we're a small group. There's only 6 of us, in the DMKRC so far. Obviously, we're still a small group. We all met racing in other leagues, and we just kind of come together and went, how hard can it be? We left our leagues and challenged Tanzo Racing Group to a TVT, believe it or not, and they gladly obliged us. And 3 hours, took 3 hours, this TVT. I was absolutely shattered. The commentator himself is a legend, D4TC, legendary commentator. The crack is always 90. He must have been shattered himself. 3 hours of commentating, but yeah, nonetheless, they victored over us, did they not? We did 2 races our way, 2 races their way, 3 hours this. But fantastic, was it not? And then, we became, we got a message off Tanzo, and we became partners with Tanzo. So we have mixed leagues with Tanzo. We have the Chewit Minis on a Monday night. Oh, dearie me. Got clattered there. But yeah, we have the Chewit Minis on a Monday night, and obviously the Group 3s on a Thursday night, as Martin gets it all out of shape there. On a Thursday night. Plus they have the iRacing as well. I think that's run on a Friday night, the iRacing, the touring cars. MX5 event as well, I do believe, on the iRacing from Tanzo. We are setting up ACC on the PC. We're getting the server sorted out for that. We are setting up ACC on the PlayStation as well. The PS5, now that's been released. I do believe the versions aren't that different. I think ACC on PC runs at 1.8, version 1.8. And on PS5, the version for PS5 is going to be 1.7, so not that much difference at all. I have had a little tinker with it. I have had a little go myself, and it's absolutely fantastic. It looks absolutely fantastic. We're also bringing input with Tanzo the Project Cars 2, which is always a good game to keep in your locker. We're going to be bringing that one to you as well. Can't wait for that. And Grid Legends. You see, I'm trying to promote Grid Legends to be a league because they've got the classic touring cars on there. You see, you've got the Audi, the Volvo, the Alfa Romeo, the classic BMW. There is the Renault in there as well. PS1's got, just remind me of PS1 and Toka touring cars. The graphics aren't that crap really, but yeah, the game itself is alright. It's not quite Gran Turismo level racing, but yeah, 130i is definitely flat, so some of the other corners as well. But yeah, definitely looking forward to that. If I can get that in a league, you can have up to 22 drivers in there, and if I'm racing on my own, people can jump in, have a race, which is good. And that's cross-platform, PlayStation, PC, Xbox, whichever platform it's been released on. We can all have a go at that. But anyway, this is the Group 3s. This is the Group 3 League. It's a mixed car event. We are only heading into round 5 this week. We're on Thursday night, and we are heading to Brands Hatch GP, which for some of the cars would, well, for some of us will be a bit of a test of the cars. It's not technically a fast circuit, but it is a technical circuit nonetheless, especially when you get down towards coming back out of the Sheen and down to some of the more technical, the middle sectors, shall we say. Dingledale especially. We'll love to see how the Ford GT40 manages to get around there. That should be fun. Never mind trying to hang on to the Lexus as we head into there. But yeah, we head there. Ronaldo's got a 25-point lead over the Skyver heading into round 5. But we're going to finish this season. We do 10 weeks a season. Watching on your break. Buddy, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm just having a little bit of a chin wag as you do. I put a video in the background. Yeah, as I was saying, TRG Aldo has got a 25-point lead at the minute over Duskiver heading into round 5. So I think they're going to be the 2 championship protagonists this season. And the rest will be playing catch up. After that, it's another 26 points back to chalk. And then I'm 28 points behind. So, yeah, a long way to go. But yeah, we know Gran Turismo 7 comes out this week. But we're going to finish this season off. The Group 3s will be moving over to Gran Turismo 7 once we've got our cars and we've racked up enough credits to go and get what we need. But I do believe you can take your liveries over with you, not so many cars, but yeah, Dominator getting it all on there, or DK10 as is newly known as. No, I haven't, but I'm trying to persuade the wife, right, if I give Mia my old one, which I use for doing, well, what I'm doing now, I'm commentating on, and my liveries and decals and things like that, if I was to strip it down and give it to Mia, and if she lets me keep the other one, but buy a new one for my birthday instead of a wheel. So, if I don't get the direct drive but get a new PC instead, I think that might swing it. So I'm going to see if she'll bite the cherry at that. And then I'll be down and getting a new PC. Because I've got my eye on one, it's like £2,000. But yeah, it's water cooled and it's absolutely bang on me. It would run the Hubble if I let it. But I'm not going to let it. So yeah. That's family anyway. How's she getting on? How's my little nephew coming on? My little Aaron Lee. Yeah, like I said, we're going to run this over to GT7. It won't be called the Group 3 Mixed League. It will be called the Group 3 Super League when we move over there, because we're hoping to bring a few more events on GT7. And we're going to keep running on GT Sports as well, for those that can't quite get over to GT7 straight away. So if you want to get involved in any of them events, head over to DK10 on Facebook, or head over to Tanzo as well. We're on that page too. Tanzo Racing Group, we're on there as well. There's Mr. Notorious Martin JL09 there, and there's McLaren. Similar livery to the Skyver and the Chalk. But yeah, nonetheless, it was a good race once I found out how to get the is that you know, if you put baby oil on the belly when she's laying down and it kicks the belly or pushes with her hand, you can see the handprint or the footprint. It's well alienated, but I thought it was brilliant when we did it. I thought it was class. I'm looking, but I'm looking. I'm going to persuade the missus not to get me the direct drive and just get me the other PC instead. So either way, it's 1,500 to £2,000 in it. So yeah, I'm swinging. Yeah, because we need to get it sorted, because I want to bring in, like you say, we've got the ACC league as well. We want to bring our own iRacing league as well, which is going to be run by Brian Dudley, WCF14. Martin JL09 will be your host on ACC on the PC. Chalky 12 will be the host on GT Sports for the remainder of the events until the switch over for GT7 is fully complete when we all move over as a unit. I will be doing the post-race commentary on the events on GT7 and GT Sport and some events for Tanzo. I have just completed the Infinity League commentary as well for the first time. Absolutely enjoyed that. Was a giggle, was it not? But yeah, the rules, as I get back to the rules for the Group 3s, some people didn't agree with it, some people don't, some people still don't, but I think it's a good idea. And fuel, you see, when you run out of fuel, I know you are, I'm waiting for me as well. I feel left out. Hey, I'm missing something. Yeah, if you run out of fuel in real life, in a real race car, you pull over, you're not going nowhere, are you? So I introduced the DNF. So if you run out of fuel before you finish the lap, and everybody else behind you finishes under their own power, obviously you wouldn't have made the finish line. So you get a DNF, and everybody with their own power who crosses behind you, because Gran Turismo will drive you to the line, so about 60 miles an hour, so it's not fair. We demolished that, then we put it in with a DNF, and we've added 3 of them this season so far, which was unfortunate. We've had a few close ones. We have. Everybody gets a driving license as well. We introduced a driving license for stewards. You get involved in an incident throughout the course of the season, or however many incidents you're in. And this was spoken to with D10 Piper and a few others, which we spoke to in the admin's chat at DMK. You get 3 points per incident. And yeah, it's weird looking at it and giving myself a penalty. I got 3 points on my GT licence. Chalky 12, 3 points on his GT licence. But one that I wasn't impressed with, if I'm honest, was the race at Spa. It got a bit feisty, it got a bit argy-bargy. Redwood Racing picked up 9 points in one race. And if you accumulate 12 points throughout the season, or before the season finishes, you end up with a race ban. So yeah, we introduced that, which we thought was a good idea. Keeps tabs on who's who and who's racking up the points. Also, Duskiver's doing the Stewards Reports now. The first one went up on the page. Was Quack 23 running out of fuel. So yeah, he would have finished second if the line was just that little bit closer. He would have actually made it and finished second, but nah, ran out of fuel, down to 6. Obviously, our lobbies aren't that big, but we're getting there. Like I said, we're a small group, but we're pushing, we're building all the time. You know, all the new ideas are coming in from all angles, and we're pushing all the time. Hoping to get a few TVTs under our belt next season, whether it be on ACC, iRacing, whichever. We want to start challenging some big teams. Plus, we've also putting in the World Championships Racer Nations. Hoping to pull that one off. Apparently it went really well when it was run before, but I want to do it in a league format, probably a 6-week league, racing in teams of 2 for your country. So if you're Portuguese, Canadian, American, like that, you want to get involved, British, Scottish, Irish, Norwegian, get over to DK10 page, it's on there, we can have a crack. That would be fun. Oh no way, did you really? On the pit entry, he ran out of fuel, he couldn't get in. You see? See? You wouldn't have made it, would you? And they moaned at me because I put that in. Hey. That is you see, if you let that in anyway, I reckon if Gran Turismo had thought about it and let us have it in anyway, you know, or have it where you just literally run out of fuel and stop. That's what it should be about. That's what it should be about. See Ricky J having a look at the Dazzler there. Dazzler runs it deep and wide. maintains the ground but loses it on exit. Best sounding car in the game, that Mazda is. I say it every time I listen to it, but yeah, it is. It's absolutely fantastic. But yeah. But that is for, that's who we are. That's who DMKRC are. Yeah. Anybody's welcome in the group. There's always plenty of room on the grid. There's plenty of room for anybody and everybody of any driver ability. Yes, it would. I should think so, because I was going to get one for mine. They still run at 1080p as well, don't they? I was going to get the is it Samsung G6 or something like that. I even thought about getting that one off Chris Wall. He's selling one, isn't he? So I seen it the other day. Still selling that. Is it the G5 though? The Samsung G5 is selling. I think it is. I had a look at that. Oh yeah. But anyway, that is the more the long and short of who we are at DMKRC. We have got, I do believe, we have got Big Frank back. Big Frank's making a return. Been nice to see Big Frank on the grid. He did message me yesterday after the Chewit Minis, which was run by Tanzo. It was a good little event, to be fair. Did enjoy it, although I was bouncing around 9th and 10th. Around Tsukuba. Or Tsukuba. Yeah, it wasn't too bad at all. It's going to be in and out, but drivers always welcome in the league. Head over to DK10 on Facebook. You can go on to the events, have a look at the events. PSN, you want DK10, DMK DK10 to get into the group 3s, and just click ongoing. Put your name down. More than welcome. If you need a livery or outdoing, give me a shout. I can do you a livery. Or if you're a master at liveries, good luck. You can do your own. All we ask is that you run the DMKRC logo and the DN5 vinyl design logo as per sponsored agreement. So that's all we ask. That's it. Like I say, 5 races left. We're at Brands GP this week. Lobby opens at 7:30. Lights out for normal 10-minute qualifying. I might put it up to 15 minutes this week, just through the nature of the track. You need a recovery lap if you go off, and then you got to pit and then come in, because damage is on full. You will not fade out your damage. You will have to pit, get it repaired. So yeah, I think qualifying will go up to 15 minutes, and then we do 2 25-minute races, as is this one. This is the reverse grid race. This will be race 2. Yeah, so 25 minutes after your qualifying for your main race, and then the reverse grid race is another 25 minutes, where the person in last will start first, and yeah, goes from there. But the table is getting pretty close. I mean, between Aldo and Dazzler sitting in 5th, it's only 78 points. So yeah, not too bad at all. And Dazzler taking the podium as well, yeah. Congratulations, and congratulations to everybody who took part in this event. It's been fantastic. Thank you for listening. I have been DK10. I will see you again soon with a new table, new leagues, new rules, new times. See you soon, people.